Papaya and the scientists who stayed. We're at Nasal, where Papaya, Banani, Ravioli and their assistant Igor are on their lunch break. In the company cafeteria, groups of scientists sit at the tables. Some pick up their lunch at the counter. Scientists and technicians come and go, like every day at this hour. The four of them, as usual, are sitting at their table, having lunch. Papaya. We've got a serious problem. This morning the telescope wouldn't turn on. Nothing. Dead. Banani. Could be the motherboard. If that's blown, it'll take weeks to replace. Ravioli. Or worse, the cooling system. Do you know how much that costs to replace? Forget weeks, we're talking months of budget. Papaya. Yeah. A catastrophe. The director will want our heads. Papaya takes a white packet, opens it and pours it into his coffee. Igor sets down his fork, looks at them one by one. Igor. Did you try plugging it in? Pause. Nobody pays attention. Meanwhile, in the empty observatory room, the telescope's power cord lies on the floor, unplugged from the wall. Banani. Maybe it's a software fault. I'd have to rewrite all the firmware. Ravioli. Or a magnetic field. Papaya nods gravely, stirs his coffee. A sip. He spits it back into the cup. Papaya. That's disgusting. Banani. What happened? Ravioli. Did you put salt in your coffee? Papaya. It's the packet's fault. White. Looks just like the sugar one. Banani. Maybe they should make it another color, so we don't mix them up. Igor. Or maybe you could read the label. The one that says sugar on the sugar packet, and salt on the salt one. The chatter goes on around them, but they sit in silence. Papaya. There's also trouble with the lab printer. Banani. Yeah, every time we type 8, it prints 3. Ravioli. Might be a driver bug. I'd have to recompile the operating system. Banani. Or worse, the printer's processor is fried. We'll need a new logic board. Papaya. A tragedy. How do we print our charts now? Igor chews slowly, then looks up. Igor. Have you tried changing the cartridge? Silence. Nobody pays attention. Meanwhile, in the office, the printer's empty cartridge light keeps blinking. Banani. Could be electromagnetic interference. Ravioli. Or maybe some virus having fun swapping numbers. Igor. Right. An international cyber conspiracy. Papaya drinks the salty coffee again, spits it instantly back into the cup. Papaya. Ugh. Disgusting. Ravioli. I can't believe you drank it again. Banani. Maybe you should just throw it away. Igor. Or maybe drink it all. After all, for you guys, reading a packet is harder than changing the world. The TV on the wall flashes red. Breaking news. A breathless reporter. Reporter. Millions of people have vanished. In an instant. In the blink of an eye. No clear explanation. Ghostly images scroll on screen. Clothes lying everywhere. On sidewalks. On buses. In offices, schools, restaurants. As if people had evaporated. Reporter. The sudden disappearance has caused thousands of road accidents. Planes down. Trains derailed. The city is in chaos. Authorities urge citizens to stay in their homes, or wherever they currently are. Reporter. Ma'am, can you tell us what happened? Woman, voice trembling. I don't even know where to start. I was at the playground. The children were running, laughing, and in a moment, they were gone. All of them. Reporter. All the children? Woman, hands shaking, tears streaming. Yes, all of them. I looked into the stroller, empty. My son, he was there a second before, and then, nothing. Nothing. Raising her voice, almost screaming. He can't just vanish like that. He can't. Reporter. So this wasn't an isolated case. Woman. No. Every mother, every father lost their child at the exact same moment. I can still hear them, the screams, the cries, and then only silence. Empty strollers, swings moving with no one on them. It was like they ripped life itself away from us. The woman covers her face with her hands, sobbing uncontrollably. The camera lingers on the park, swings creaking in the wind, toys scattered on the ground, parents on their knees screaming their children's names. Reporter. We now return to the central studio. Studio. Thank you. We go live to our second correspondent in the city. Authorities report thousands of serious accidents, overturned cars, traffic lights torn down, and traffic completely paralyzed. Second reporter. I'm here on a main street, in front of a store that just minutes ago was hit by an unusual accident. A car crashed through the shop window. Luckily no one was inside, but the damage is extensive. Second reporter. Sir, can you tell us what happened? Shopkeeper. I was working, like every morning, when I heard a massive crash. I looked inside and saw the car come in. Second reporter. And was there anyone behind the wheel? Shopkeeper. No, there was no one. It was terrifying, but that's the strange thing, the car was completely empty. Second reporter. Meanwhile, behind the store, we can see much worse accidents, overturned cars, multiple crashes, people being rescued by paramedics. The city is in chaos. Shopkeeper. I can't understand, everything is out of control, and I feel powerless in the face of this madness. Second reporter. This is just one of the many incidents today. Authorities are still trying to understand what is causing this series of inexplicable accidents. Studio. We have now received official confirmation, the sudden disappearances are on a global scale. Studio. We now go live to an extraordinary press conference. UN Secretary. Good morning, everyone. The situation we are facing is unprecedented. The sudden disappearance of millions of people worldwide has created a global emergency. Every government is called to take immediate measures to ensure the safety of its citizens. We urge everyone to limit non-essential travel and to follow the guidance of local authorities. The international community stands united in this moment of crisis. Studio. Back to the studio. And now, a live message from President Lascarelli. President Lascarelli. Citizens, we are facing an extraordinary situation. The sudden disappearance of millions of people has shaken the very foundations of our society. I ask you to remain at home and to follow the instructions of the competent authorities. We are working tirelessly to understand the cause of this phenomenon and to ensure everyone's safety. Together, with responsibility and unity, we will overcome this emergency. Silence. Papaya drops his fork onto the plate. Banani stops tearing cellophane with tape. Ravioli grips the little pizza without biting into it. Igor sits with his arms crossed, eyes fixed on the screen. All frozen, paralyzed. Mouths open. Unable to say a word. Papaya. I can't believe it. Millions of people, gone into nothing. Banani. And without any explanation. There isn't even a clear pattern, nothing. Ravioli. And all the children, all of them. There's no one left. Igor. I'm speechless. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen, and with you, I've seen plenty of crazy things. The four suddenly remember their families might be involved in the accidents, and they begin trying to contact them. Papaya. I have to call Clara. I need to know she's okay. Banani. The lines are all jammed, internet is crawling. Ravioli. I'm trying mine too, nothing, I can't get through. Igor. Calm down. Slowly, the messages will come through. All we can do is keep trying. After a while, each one's family responds. Everyone is shaken, but safe. Papaya. Ah. Finally. Clara wrote back. She's fine. She's at home. Banani. My wife and kids too. Ravioli. My mom just answered. What a relief. Imagine if she'd vanished, no more lasagna. Igor. Of course, Ravioli's top concern, filling his stomach. Banani. And yours, Igor. Igor. They're all fine. I just spoke with my uncle. Ravioli. And you, Banani. Your kids. Did they disappear with the others? Banani. No. They're already grown. Only the younger children vanished. The boss walks into the cafeteria. The chatter dies down instantly. All the scientists and technicians fall silent, eyes fixed on him. Boss. Good morning, everyone. Listen carefully. Until further notice, we must respect internal quarantine. No one leaves. He pauses, walking slowly between the tables, his gaze scanning every face. Boss. Everyone must remain at their workstation. We need to understand what happened. Analyze every anomaly, every piece of data, every possible cause. The safety of all depends on our discipline and our commitment. His words weigh heavily in the room, like a silent warning. Boss. This is a critical moment. We need focus, cooperation, calm. Only then can we discover the truth and protect those around us. He stops at the door, nods to Papaya and the others, then leaves. The room remains in a tense silence. The scientists slowly return to their stations. Some walk heavily toward computers, instruments, notebooks. Some colleagues are visibly shaken, hands trembling as they type, others look devastated, staring at the screen without knowing where to begin. The air is thick with anxiety and disbelief. Everyone focuses on their tasks, but no one dares speak. The sound of keys and machines becomes the backdrop to the fear and uncertainty hanging in the room. The first day passes. Night comes. The four lie on the floor on makeshift beds of flattened cardboard boxes. Suddenly, the power goes out. Ravioli. What's happening? Papaya. The power's gone. Banani. A blackout. Now what? Papaya. Oh no. If it doesn't come back, we'll lose those critical measurements. Ravioli. Even worse. I won't be able to use the microwave to heat up my lasagna. Banani. Not to mention the coffee machine. Igor. You mean a big organization like Nasal doesn't have a generator in the basement? Banani. Actually it does. The problem is, I modified it to use as psychedelic lighting for Professor Trambustini's birthday party. Igor. I see. It's gone. Papaya. We could build some solar panels. Ravioli. Yeah, and how? Besides, it's nighttime. Banani. And channel the quantum flow of cosmic rays. Igor. Okay. That's it? I've heard it all now. I bet your next idea will be taping together all the remote control batteries. Banani. Brilliant, Igor. How did we not think of that before? Igor. I was actually just being sarcastic. Papaya. But you just came up with a working solution. Ravioli. It's true. In the storage room we've got boxes and boxes of batteries. Usually for the astronauts' remote controls. The four get busy putting the plan into action. Papaya wires up switches and connections. Ravioli pulls batteries out of the boxes. Banani tapes them all together. Banani. Perfect. Now we're ready for the test. Banani flips the switch and is thrown across the room by a violent electric shock. Ravioli. It works. Papaya. At least we're covered for a while. Igor, astonished. I never thought sarcasm could be the solution.